Welcome to Aunty K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello everyone and welcome to Aunty K's Tarot. I'm here today to talk about something important, to talk about when we as spiritual workers, as spirit workers, say no, not right now. Or no, you need to see somebody else first. As spirit workers, folks come to us for healing. And frequently, when they're healing, they first have on these handcuffs. And if we heal them within those handcuffs, they awaken spiritually to a new self who accepts life within these handcuffs. This is coming forward because I sat with my cards about a situation exactly like this, where I said, no, you first need to be aware that you can't awaken within these handcuffs, or you can, but I'm not willing to be a part of that occurring. What has to happen first for anybody within the handcuffs, and you know, especially when these handcuffs are abuse and white supremacy and patriarchy, you first have to let go of all these abuses. You have to unlearn these things that brought you a spiritual calm. In this picture, they're twisted teas, which is an alcohol drink, and it's metaphorical. You have to let go of these things that brought you this sense of spiritual calm that you adopted under the abuse that put you in these handcuffs. Because you have to learn that they weren't the spiritual calm you thought they were. They were an unhealthy spiritual calm. In this specific case, outside the metaphor, by taking your spirit out of the body in order to bring you calm from, you know, the abuse going on. So you have to let go of that method of spirituality. And that's really easy to see when that method of spirituality is as socially unacceptable as an addiction to alcohol or drugs. But what if that harmful spiritual calm is a spirituality that you've adopted inside of this? Because abusers love spirituality as much as everybody else, and harmful spirituality can be an optimal way to control people. Abusers like to bring their partners into a spirituality that will keep them from seeking medical help where their abuse might be visible. And so the spirituality then includes like an inversion or mistrust. It's fake science. It's spiritually not okay to any medical system that will report the handcuffs they see on you. And so because of that, you know, abusers like to twist spirituality so that you will spiritually accept your handcuffs. And to heal from that, you have to unlearn this toxic spirituality and be willing to reach for something new. Be willing to put in the time it takes to unlock a pair of handcuffs behind your back with a bobby pin. Like, we look at the picture and we've seen it in movies, and it's fast and simple, white supremacy's urgency. But the truth is, like, what the person in this card is doing is exceptionally difficult. And it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of patience, and they're going to have to try again, and they're going to have to hope to hell they don't drop that bobby pin. And it's when they've left these behind and are reaching for something new, found something new, and are using that bobby pin to, we're going to imagine there's a bobby pin in this copper pot, and are using that bobby pin they found to unlock these handcuffs, then we as spirit workers can help. And you're like, Krista, how are they supposed to do all that if we aren't helping? Like, there's people you can help, you know, in the process of doing this work. But if they're not in the process of doing this work, if this bobby pin's not there and they're just sitting there saying, awaken and heal me, you can't. They need to have that bobby pin and be like, I'm trying to unlock these handcuffs. I am letting go of this love and light, white supremacist conspirituality, and I need healing words while I move through this, so that when I'm done, I can heal beyond the symptoms and actually heal the wounds of the handcuffs with them off, so that they can actually heal. And that's a lesson for us as spirit workers, both for ourselves and for the people we're working with. We have to recognize when, like, that bobby pin is not there, not being utilized, they are not interested in it, and they want that awakening within the handcuffs. And here's the deal. You're like, how did Krista bring white supremacy into this as well? Because that is the root of abuse in our society. And most of the toxic spirituality, guru types, and cults that we're coming across is rooted in ideals of white supremacy, regardless of who's leading it, but most of the time it's someone white. And as much as BIPOC spirit workers, you know, like myself as somebody who's half Lakota and half Cajun, but we can clearly understand the correlation of the danger of awakening a white supremacist spirituality because we're watching it. But for, you know, for the, you know, for Euro descent folks, you need to be aware of this, especially if you have tags like witches against white supremacy. You have to be aware of awakening folks within that. And the harm it does to BIPOC folks. The harm it does to the world majority who are suffering at the hands of this. I know folks are like, well, you know, New Age white supremacist spirituality isn't burning people at the stakes or this or that, but it is just as harmful. As much as we want to think like New Age spirituality is woke, do people think that? Oh, it largely isn't. Most of it is mildly racist, but then there's the aspects of it that are massively racist, like the, you know, Gwyneth Paltrow, you know, and her Goop followers, or Alex Jones and his InfoWars followers, and I'm putting them together for a reason, because, like, you know, InfoWars products are basically like Goop for men. My point is, it's important in the anti-racism work you do to be able to recognize white supremacy in various forms. And as spirit workers, to be able to recognize it within spirituality. And then to be able to say, I'm not going to help you on a path that continues a spirituality with these white supremacist viewpoints or ideals or what have you. You need to break out from that if you want guidance in to be awakened. Because it's not that they're not going to awaken if you heal and awaken somebody within the handcuffs. They will. They'll just awaken to a reality where these handcuffs are a spiritual reality that is welcomed. This video could be hours long, but it's not going to be. You're going to go out there and continue to do the work and continue to read books by BIPOC authors about anti-racism and recognizing white supremacy within yourself, within others, within your spirituality. You are going to, do things like educate yourself and read spirit workers from BIPOC backgrounds who aren't teaching you their culture, but teaching you a non-racist spirituality. Sheila Heights, somebody I recommend. It's your job to do that. It's your job to listen to podcasts that talk about these things and unpack them so you recognize them, so that the person you're helping, you aren't helping them awaken inside one of these toxic spiritualities. And if you're wondering, like, how am I going to know without like a really in-depth conversation, I'm going to say we can't always know, but if that person looking for that is in an abusive or toxic relationship and have been embracing spirituality to get them through it, look at their spirituality carefully, and then you'll know. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined me for this conversation. I know I haven't been posting videos very regularly. I'm still getting settled. I'm still getting situated. I'm figuring out how to do that with a fourth wave of COVID in this tiny community, and also a wave of monkeypox in this tiny community. And I'm putting time into places that, well, social media is not the top of the list. But you all are on my list. I'm just in a settling time period where I'm figuring myself out in this space. And I want you all to know that I'm enjoying it, and it is going well, even though there hasn't been a lot of videos or a lot of posts from me. So I want to assure everyone of that. You can follow me on Instagram. I post occasionally. You can follow me on Discord. I do go on my Discord fairly frequently, actually. So it's a small community, and it's one I really enjoy, and you are welcome to join me over there. And I will talk to you all later. Have wonderful days, and never stop educating yourself.